Hello, welcome back to JKPRising. Thank you so much for watching. It's been a couple days since I made a video. I was feeling a little under the weather, but I am back uploading this video. I do have a busy week ahead of me, so I'm going to get this video out before I continue making more videos. I do have the in-depth theater mode coming in soon and other videos. If you guys check out my channel, I made a poll where I asked, like, what do you want to see coming up next? And if you want to see Dead Space, Evangelion, and all that stuff. And surprisingly, I'm actually shocked that Evangelion is in second place, which is pretty cool. I'm really excited to make a video about that series. So today's video, I want to talk about what's been happening with the Halo community for the last week or so. A lot has happened, which has been shocking and surprising and welcoming, and I wanted to break everything down. So first things first, Bonnie Ross has left 343 Industries. She is no longer working at the company. She left because of a medical family issue. So first things first, if that is indeed true, I hope her family's doing well. I don't wish ill will upon anybody. Obviously, we want, family to be healthy and we want everyone to live a healthy lifestyle. At the end of the day, despite Bonnie Ross being a horrendous CEO of 343 Industries, she is the one that did put Halo back because I think Microsoft was originally going to shelve the series after Bungie left. So she is responsible for keeping Halo around despite not doing a good job. She is, her getting Halo to still be around is still very important despite her awful management of the series. So that's one good thing that she did, and I'm sure she did other good things as well, but under her management, MCC launched broken. Halo 4 was not so complete, and multiplayer was very COD-like. Halo 5 had an awful story, and obviously with Halo Infinite, everything's missing, everything's broken. So, I think a lot of people don't, or I don't want to say a lot of people because, I totally get it. I feel like I can criticize someone without being malicious. I know in my rant videos, I called Bonnie Ross fucking useless, which she really is. But at the same time, I'm judging her performance as a CEO and as a leader. I'm not judging her performance and leadership as a person. I'm sure she's a lovely human being. I'm sure she's a very nice person to be around when it comes to family gatherings and hanging out and going cycling or whatever, but in terms of her as a leader and her as a CEO, it's fucking horrendous. And I've met plenty of people that I've worked with back when I used to do real estate before I did film. I've met people who are horrendous bosses but are great friends. You can separate the two. And I've been seeing so many people being like, how dare you attack her for leaving on a medical issue? I mean, can we be real? I made a video where I said, no more bullshit. Let's stop bullshitting ourselves. Let's stop bullshitting ourselves. Halo has the worst ever news coverage in the longest time. Hashtag Fire343 is trending. And then 10 days later, she just happens to quit. I'm not saying that she's lying about her family problems, but I don't believe it whatsoever. I think it's fucking completely bullshit. And I'm not saying that I'm not saying fuck her family, I'm not saying any of that. I think you can criticize someone without being malicious, or you can criticize someone without affecting family members. And again, when I said Bonnie Ross was fucking useless, I'm talking about her leadership and her management, not that she's a useless person and recreationally, right? I'm talking about professionally speaking, she's not good at her job. It's if someone passes away, you no longer can criticize them. It's well, no, I'm gonna criticize them. I don't really give a fuck if you passed away or if you got fired or if you left because of a medical problem. That does not exclude criticism. And yeah, so I mean, hey, if her family is sick, then I hope her family gets better. That's awful. If anyone knows me on this channel, both of my parents passed away from cancer, and that was awful, and I miss them every day, and we obviously don't want that. We want to live as long as possible, and I feel like I'm saying basic shit. So I don't buy the medical thing. I think it's too much of a coincidence, and if you think I'm a shitty person because I said that, then that's really on you. I don't really care. So yeah, I don't believe that. I think it's a PR stunt. I don't know if she got fired, but I find that very convenient, and I don't know. But whatever, she's gone. It is what it is. And it's just kind of baffling that like I'm not going to mention names, but there are certain Halo YouTubers that are like, don't be negative or be respectful. And it's like, last time I checked, respect was earned. If I, forget, like, respect is earned. You don't just be, I mean, it's good to be respectful in general, but like, this is someone who has clearly bastardized the Halo series. So no, I'm not going to be respectful. I'll be respectful to her family and hope that her family's well. But when it comes to her job, I'm going to be critical as hell, especially with a resume of all these fuck-ups that we've seen in the last decade. Again, I'm happy Bonnie Ross put Halo where it is. Like, I'm happy she revived Halo after Bungie left and made Microsoft not shelve the series. But that's like the only good thing I can say about Bonnie Ross. Everything else has been pretty awful. So that's my thoughts on that. New leadership was assigned to 343. I forget his name. It's Pierre something, but he is the one who is responsible for pretty much reviving the Master Chief Collection. So essentially the MCC team is technically in charge now of leadership, which is pretty cool. And I mean, I think the MCC team of 343 has been fantastic. It's like two completely different studios working on Halo. So hopefully he can do a good job with Infinite. I don't think Halo Infinite's going to be a 10-year game. I think they're going to, kind of like what Late Night Gaming said, they're going to get Halo Infinite up to a salvageable state of content. It's never going to be like Halo Reach or even like Halo 3. It may not even be where Halo 5 is in terms of all the content it got post-launch, but it's going to get to a somewhat stable amount of content. I think Forge is obviously going to help with that. But there's no freaking way Halo Infinite is a 10-year game. Like, they're probably going to stop supporting this game with new content in the next, like, 2 years. I kind of hope it's sooner because this game is just so dead, and I just don't think it's really worth. I mean, they're going to obviously support it. I think it's just a complete waste of time. Like, I'd rather just see a new game at this point. Or if they could just, or if they're going to do, like, a reboot, they could, like, migrate, Halo Infinite 2. Which could be Halo the Endless, where they migrate all your stuff from Infinite to this new game. I don't know how game development works. I don't know if that's possible. Probably not, because the game is so broken. So a whole new game is probably better, where Joe Staten can be in charge. This new leadership can take over. Well, that's the thing. It's like all these changes are happening at 343. We got one of the horrible managers gone. We still have Frank O'Connor and Kiki Wolfkill. They need to fucking go. Especially Frank O'Connor, with all the creepy shit that you've read. There's a bunch of like scandals about Frank O'Connor and him being kind of a weirdo. Look it up. It's just kind of bizarre. And Kiki Wolfkill approved Halo TV show. That's all I gotta say about that. That TV show was fucking just garbage. And anyway, so there are changes happening with 343. I know that the lead Slipspace engine guy, David something, left. So that's great, but we're not going to see the outcome of these changes for at least a year, if not more. I mean, if they came out and saying, hey, we're going to revive split screen and we're going to do all these things, that's awesome. But we haven't seen that yet, and I don't know if we are going to see that. Hopefully we do, but only time will tell. So I'm hoping this leadership change can help, but I honestly think we're going to see probably a better Halo game in the next game. And that's also a massive, massive maybe. That's not guaranteed. I'm not going to hold my breath. And that's why I made the poll on my channel where it's like, I want to branch out to other videos. And I know a lot of people want to see Dead Space, which I promise Dead Space is coming. I am really busy this weekend. I'm actually filming 2 weddings, which is cool, but it takes up a lot of my time. Anyway, also, I also like took a couple days off, not because I was also not feeling well, but also because like I vented so much about Halo and I felt great. And then a couple days later, I had like this massive amount of depression where it's like, here we are once again, Halo is just arguably worse than it was in 2016, which I didn't think was possible. And it's just depressing to see something you love so much be like destroyed, and like you can't really do anything about it except complain or just not support it. Like, I'm sure the happening is fun. I'm sure it's a lot of fun. Not playing it. I'm actually boycotting Halo Infinite. I'm just not playing it. Even if it looks fun, I cannot support it. I can't. And I already feel guilty as shit buying the campaign and the battle pass of season 1. I know at the time I was, not aware that like, things were going to happen. But it's like, this is a 3-for-3 game. You probably should have known it was going to be not really great. So I'm not playing Halo Infinite. I'm boycotting it. You don't have to do what I do, but I mean, I think that's the best way to invoke changes, by not playing the game. And if the game tanks in popularity, maybe that'll, you know, cause change to happen quicker. So Halo is changing up management. Again, we're not going to really see the effects of that for probably a couple of years. So fingers crossed. I am not holding my breath, as I said before. I am going to be branching out to other videos. Like I said, I have a bunch of stuff I want to do with my range show. I have a bunch of stuff that I want to do with other things. And I'm really happy people are interested in Evangelion. It's one of my favorite animes of all time that I literally just got into. So hopefully you guys look forward to that. But that's pretty much my update on Halo. I know that they also are not adding microtransactions to MCC. Yay! Something so fucking obvious. Good job. So I'm sure that has something to do with leadership, right? So we'll see. I'm hoping for the best for Halo. I love Halo. It changed my life, and maybe I'll make a video about that in detail. I know I have to make a video about why theater mode is so important and why I think it's being neglected. So anyway, stay tuned for all those videos on JKPRising. Once again, thank you so much for the support on the previous videos on this channel. Stay tuned for more content on JKPRising, Halo and non-Halo related videos like Evangelion, like Dead Space, like Deus Ex, and then obviously my range show that I'm making in Halo MCC. So stay tuned. There's a lot coming up, and if you see a couple days of delay, it's probably because I'm very busy or I'm working on stuff and I don't want to get something out there that's not, you know, up to my standards. But this video, just a quick, you know, recap of the week. And yeah, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for the support, and I will see you guys in the next video. Have a great day. Great weekend.